Hello, my name is Lucas. This is a bit of lit. Haven't been in this position in a while. Actually, probably ever, at least in this angle. You can see my ring light. Normally I'm sitting right here, over there. The camera's just over there. And I've been using some lights and stuff lately, the past couple months or something, weeks. But I'm moving, and very soon. So, yeah, I thought I would just make a video quickly to talk about some books that I bought for 11/11, Shuang Shui. It's a big shopping event in China. Here's the package right here. I only bought 2 books. I was going to buy 4. I'll tell you the 2 that I was going to buy, but didn't. I was going to buy American Gods by Neil Gaiman and A Wizard of Earthsea. I don't know if Mr. Nothing told me, recommended American Gods to me. But he did recommend A Wizard of Earthsea. But I didn't get them because I bought a new computer monitor and I thought, I'll just spend the money on that. And then it turns out it's not quite the one that I want. So I've got to return it. No big deal. But I did buy 2 books. One of them was another book recommended by Around the Weird's very own Mr. Nothing. And here is the package, the box. So we had the plastic package, and then the box, and now we've got yet another package. My God. Anyway, I'm quite excited for both of these. Let's just not take a look. I'll tell you this much. One is the second book by Ted Chiang, from Stories of Your Life and Others. Phenomenal collection of short stories, by the way. Absolutely brilliant. And I believe that is the first one I put my hand on. Oh, this looks so much nicer. I wish I would have bought a different cover. I went to the bookstore a week after I bought this one, and I saw a much more beautiful cover than the movie cover, which is fine for a movie, but not for the book. Come on. Ted Chiang's Stories, Exhalation. Yeah, Ted Chiang is one of my favorite authors ever since reading this collection with Arrival, or Stories of Your Life and Other Stories. Just incredibly perceptive. Wow, okay, so this says 9 stunningly original, provocative, and poignant stories, 2 published for the very first time. Ooh. All from the mind of the incomparable Ted Chiang, tackling some of humanity's oldest questions along with new quandaries only he could imagine. These stories will change the way you think, feel, and see the world. They are Ted Chiang at his best, profound, sympathetic, revelatory. I am so excited. I seriously love this. This is one of my favorite books I've ever read. So I'm hoping this will live up to those highs. I don't really have, I expect that I will enjoy this. I don't really have like high expectations of, it's gonna be as good. Just like, I expect the stories will be good. Probably all of them on some degree, but it's very rare that I'm like genuinely passionate about a book. I believe this came out in 2019, okay. Yeah, but I'm like dying to read this. And look at that cover. That's so cool looking. We could get rid of the New York Times 10 best books. I don't care about that. Just look, I like the little bubbling of all the letters and stuff. That looks really cool. It's a nice, simple thing. I wonder if that has anything to do with one of the stories, or I don't know. But the other book I wrote off as something that was incredibly pretentious, even though Mr. Nothing had highly recommended it. Only because I knew that the author had another series that was supposed to be like 40 or 50 odd books in the series, and they're like all incomprehensible. And it got canceled after, I don't know, 11, because nobody was buying them. I kind of wonder why. Maybe they were actually really good. I don't know. But I got House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewski. And it's the remastered full color edition. Yeah. I saw Super Eye Patch Wolf talk about this on his video with about liminal horror and this kind of thing, and I thought, you know what? This reminds me that Mr. Nothing told me I need to read this, and yeah, I'm going to read it. I'm putting good faith in it because he has said a lot of good things, although he he has some quibbles with it. But yeah, Super Eye Patch Wolf also made it sound very good. Though I will say, although visually he made it look really interesting in the video, did not do as good a job of reviewing the book as my dear enemy, Mr. Nothing. But very excited to try this. Apparently it's funny, moving, sexy, beautifully told, and an elaborate engagement with the shape and meaning of narrative. Okay. Published in 2000. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, that's a little strange. Pantheon book. We can see. I've never seen the side of the book. I don't know if this is part of the remastered full color edition, but we've got like a Dutch angle picture of the house of leaves. House is in blue for some reason, of leaves in white. The picture is upside down. That is kind of uncomfortable already. And then another house, there's like a mud hole in the driveway. I don't know if that'll be easy to see. There's a little mud hole where the water has pooled up. Driveway, a little house here, out in the middle of nowhere, abandoned. And what's more is, oh, it seems like, yeah, this picture got cut off, but I think if I look at it carefully, I wonder if that's, yeah, it must be by design, I suppose, but it looks like it's just this picture again, based on the color. Hard to say. Oh, okay. So the introduction is, oh yeah, here's The Familiar. Available now. 44 editions in this, 44 volumes in this series of, I remember seeing them in the bookstore and thinking, what is this? Who, first of all, okay, other than like, what is his name? The Discworld author. Terry Pratchett. Who in their right mind has 44 books in a series in their mind? Maybe it's not 44, but it's a lot. Who has that? And especially, if you've seen The Familiar, you know what I'm talking about. It looks wild, okay? And if you're an enjoyer of The Familiar, I have nothing against that. It just, the idea that somebody could create a huge number of books that look like that and really really have something to say past like the fifth one. I don't know, man. This is interesting. This little picture here, very beautiful and strange. There's blood, it looks like, a lot of ink and writing, and like a typewriter typed message, and tape measure and red, and some symbols over here, probably, I don't know what this is about. Some Edgar Allan Poe. Let us know this is a horror, I suppose. Some strange pictures, drugs and stuff. Years ago, when House of Leaves was first being passed around, it was nothing more than a badly bundled heap of paper, parts of which would occasionally surface on the internet. No one could have anticipated the small but devoted following this terrifying story would soon command. Starting with an odd assortment of marginalized youth, musicians, tattoo artists, programmers, strippers, environmentalists, and adrenaline junkies, the book eventually made its way into the hands of older generations, who not only found themselves in those strangely arranged pages, but also discovered a way back into the lives of their estranged children. Now, for the first time, this astonishing novel is made available in book form, complete with the original colored words, vertical footnotes, and newly added second and third appendices. Wait, is this really? Is that true? Or I thought this was like... Wait, okay. Now, the story remains unchanged, focusing on a young family that moves into a small home on Ash Tree Lane where they discover something terribly wrong. Their house, in blue, is bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. Of course, neither Pulitzer Prize-winning photojournalist Will Navidson nor his companion Karen Green was prepared to face the consequences of that impossibility until the day their two little children wandered off and their voices eerily began to return another story of creature darkness, of an ever-growing abyss behind a closet door, and of that unholy growl which soon enough would tear through their walls and consume all of their dreams. Okay, well, it sounded a lot creepier in the beginning. And then it just got weird by the end. Okay. How do you even read this? I opened it to this page. I don't know what that's about, but everything is crossed out. Some things are in red. And then, we've got some pages like this. Anyway. Oh, some actual writing. House of Leaves blue again. Okay, yeah, we've got a lot of this. Interesting. Don't know what's going on, but I'm going to read it. And I'm going to read this, and I'm going to be very, very happy. I'm sure of it. And I'm hoping to be very, very happy when I read this. That's all I've got to say. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, boy. I was trying to put the books down, and I almost dropped them.